This video is a bit different from what I usually do because this time I'm just gonna be talking really. I'm not gonna be reacting to anything. I have no makeup and my hair looks horrible, so yeah, the background is also kind of messy. So yeah, I was watching Shane Dawson. As you can see by the title, I am gonna be talking about 9% and their disbandment. There's not really too much to say about their disbandment in itself because if you're watching this, you already know 9% were created because of a reality show, a survival show, which 99 or 100 trainees got into a show and then the top 9 would form a group, and that's what happened. That's how 9% was formed. And then they had a contract which I think was for 18 months, if I'm not mistaken, and those 18 months ended I think either today or yesterday. It either ended yesterday the 5th of October or today the 6th of October, I'm not too sure. So yeah, so from now on there's no more 9%, they're not a group anymore, which leaves me with a lot of sadness. So I want to talk a little bit about 9% and from my point of view, because I think it's very clear that I'm a bit Saishukun biased, so I want to talk a lot about that as well. So I have some points here that I wrote because I just really need to talk about this, I guess. I feel like I'm obligated to talk about it since I have made videos on Saishukun and on Idol Producer, even though I never posted my opinions on Idol Producer Season 1. I had a video done, I just never posted it, so yeah. First of all, the first point I have here is that 9% never really felt like they were a group. And how am I gonna explain this? I know they were a group, I know they did some songs as a group, but you would never, almost never see them together. The only times they did something together was when they had to perform as a group, and even then that sometimes didn't happen. Like I remember for the finale of season 2 of Idol Producer, 9% went to perform, but Shukun didn't go because he was on tour. So like even in situations like that, the group wasn't really together. And even some interactions, I love seeing their interactions because they felt so genuine. They felt like they were actually friends. But sadly, we didn't get to see much of that because they were almost never together. They had no, sometimes it was like, they had no schedules together, like they had no concerts to do, they weren't making any music, so like it felt like even in the beginning you really appreciate 9%. They came out with like a mini album with some great songs and you listen to it and you start falling in love with 9%, but I feel like it's kind of inevitable after some time to fall out of love with 9% and start falling in love with specific members, because as a whole group they didn't do almost anything, but as individuals they kept releasing songs, they kept going on shows, TV shows. Like as individuals they did a lot of things, but as a group they barely made appearances on TV shows. Like the most times they did appearances was right after the show ended and they became a group. When they did music was right after that as well, and for the next year and something nothing happened. And I think that's why 9% kind of like fell out of the radar of stuff, because like nothing was happening, literally nothing was happening. How are you supposed to love a group that's not actively doing anything for such a long time? And I'm not blaming 9% in itself, obviously, and that's my next point, that Ichi or Aichi, whatever the fuck, the company that aired Idol Producer and the company that was managing them is complete, because how do you get, like, they had such great potential, as a group. Like they managed to get together like the best people of Idol Producer 1 and completely it up. They had such amazing people there, like Shukun. Like I didn't know that before I watched the show, but he had been in other survival shows before and he won some of those before. Like, he had already had a reputation before coming on the show. Like, he was on dramas before. People already knew him, and he was in a group, so they could use that as a chance to get this group known. Justin, and most of the other members as well, they have been on like Produce 101 and other Korean shows, so they already had kind of like a fan base that they could use to get the group famous and to get the group attraction, which it worked. Like, the first songs, and when they first started like going to shows and stuff like that, those shows sold out so quickly. Like, they made such a great fan base, just so for the next year they completely abandoned the group and didn't. How was that supposed to work? Like, they had such great potential, they were all so talented and they all worked so good together. If you see like the performances and the shows they did together, they had such a great time interacting with each other and with the public and everything, and then you just ignore that. It makes me upset. Now I want to move on to something that I saw, because I was on Instagram, and that's how I found out about the official disbandment of 9%, and I saw that they were doing a show in Guangzhou. Yeah, they were doing the final show before they disbanded. It's happening on the 12th of October. This video is definitely coming out before that, so if you want to go see them, the tickets are sold out, so you can't go see them. But you know, I really wanted to go as well. I'm gonna see if I can go. If I can't, like I was saying, they're doing, and I was searching up the final show, to see how I could get tickets and where was it located at and blah blah blah. And I found like a forum that talked about the show, and some people were complaining that 9% was a wasted opportunity, like I said, because there were such talented people in the group and they just didn't promote them whatsoever. So, and there were some people saying that the company wasn't at fault 100%, that solo stands also had a bit of fault in that. So I'm kind of a solo stan. I like 9% as a whole, but I would say I'm more directed towards Saishukun, and I'm saying that as I have a banner of him right there. Yeah, so I'm a bit more directed towards one member, and I saw like some people commenting that solo stans kind of always wanted them to just break up already and just get like their individual careers going. And at some part I think that's true, but I've been in the 9% world since December last year, so almost a year ago. So I can't speak for the whole fan base or whatever, but from what I've seen, it's not that bad. I've obviously seen fan accounts just promoting one member or supporting one member. I've seen specific fan accounts specifically for one member, but I've seen them from for every single member. And at some point or another, as soon as they would get some kind of 9% interaction, they would promote the whole group, like the group as a whole, like I would do. So like, I wouldn't necessarily say solo stans just wanted 9% to break up already so they could get like the individual members. I would say it's more of when you like a group and it doesn't promote for like a year and a half, doesn't promote for like most of the time that they're a group, it's inevitable. Like I said, it's inevitable to just go towards one or two members specifically, because they're doing something. Like, it's still inside the group, but just if there's two members, if I like them and they're doing something, I'm obviously going to be way more directed towards that and support that more instead of the whole group, because the whole group is not doing anything. Am I making sense in this? I hope I am. So yeah, I wouldn't necessarily, solo stans didn't really want them to break up already. They just wanted them to do something already, and because they weren't doing something, you kind of just stop supporting 9% as a whole and you start supporting this one member that caught your attention, and if he releases music, he's in dramas, he's doing this and doing that, you're gonna go support that because that's what he's doing. I guess this is it. Like I said, the official disbandment is... I'm sad. I'm actually pretty sad about it because I miss Idol Producer and I miss 9% so bad. I think they already released, or they're releasing like an album that's like the official goodbye. I might react to it, I don't know. Either way, I feel like this 9% definitely bring out something positive. All the members in 9% I feel like now have a solid fan base that they can release music to, and their fan base is gonna be there to support them. So that's good one way or another, and there's definitely a lot of people out there who got touched by 9%, touched spiritually by 9% and by what they were doing, and to, you know, gave them good values. So there's obviously always good things to come out of this. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed 9%. You can comment down below what do you feel about the disbandment and the things I talked about today. And yeah, what's your favorite member of 9%? What's your favorite song of 9%? What do you think about the disbandment? Was it shit? Yes. Are you going to the concert? If you're going, please take me with you. I really want to go. I want to go so bad. Anyways, if you like this video, you can like the video. You can give it a like. You can comment below what I just said. You can subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. You can go follow me on Instagram, where I've been posting a lot more. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time you decide to watch one of my videos. Bye bye. Not in love with you. Not in love with you.